Blessings for you as your brother Timothy once again speaking truth to power for your self-productions. We thank Allah for Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam and all the brothers and sisters around the world who Allah said we're making things new. All things. He has the power to make all things new. So in your infancy, as you crawl before you walk, as you were a child, you speak as a child, but as you become a grown man in life experiences, you know right from wrong. And you've made it many years being successful under the universal rule of self-preservation and self-respect. And the golden rule, do unto others as you would want done unto you. Earlier I went today, we spoke on T.D. Jakes addressing the issues as he's in a powerful position in the church body of leadership, if you will, with a large following. To is now everybody's looking at him for his exposure. I'm just finding out he has two gay sons, openly gay sons. And somebody was talking about an exorcism that was performed, and this lady that was doing casting out the demons by the power of persuasion, T.D. Jakes would leave the room every time. Is what they're saying. They noticed his behavior. Instead of helping them to cast out demons, he would leave the room. And I'm told that when he goes to Puff Daddy house, they have a secret room that you need a code to. And they find him back there smoking cigars and doing whatever. Only God knows. He won't say. T.D. Jakes will not use the pulpit, which should be the best platform to speak God's truth with the word of God, the infallible word, as he says. That's the time that you cast out demons, that people that's been poisoned by what they say is the evidence. You don't have enough truth. An innocent man would come out and speak with a passion for his defense. But we know the liars. We know those who have not told us everything. In fact, they say nothing. But he stood there, and it was almost like a Donald Trump speech. I spent all this time trying to protect you guys. There could be a car just could run right in here right now. But thank God, I used through your money. And I'm thinking about you while they're trying to kill me. Nobody talked about killing you. They asked you for the truth. Are you living a double life? Are you more like your sons that you say is openly gay? You've kept that secret for a long time, until one of your sons was so demonized, he's masturbating to the police, a male police. And then you got male security guards looking like Chippendale dancers, stripping. Well, they wasn't stripping, excuse me. Well, they was simulating. They just had their clothes on, but it was doing every move that they do in those P. Diddy parties. And he had his hand in his pocket, looking very into what was going on, very excited to watch the dancer and the saints, how they would react to this loose, twerking security officer in the church, and how this man couldn't even take his hand out of his pocket and could barely walk after the performance of a male dancer in uniform, looking like some authority. He said they was the ones that was protecting the church on this Christmas sacred. He said it was a sacred day. But there would be a time, he says, they've been waiting. But we know that just like Trump, he is lawyered up. That's what people with money do. They think they can just pay their way. Yeah, I remember R. Kelly, when the allegations came to him, it was so deep. After he lamented and cried, he said, does anybody need any money? It's like putting out the hint that, hey, I know y'all need some money. Just hush money, if you will. They always got the one finger up, these undercovers. What is it that you don't want to tell? You should be proud of whatever you're doing that you believe is good. When you're doing things that is no good and forcing others, young children, pedophiles, the Catholic Church, all of those religious people has been exposed. God said he not only visited the church first, but he was exposed a great whore. They've been prostituting with the choice, the freedom of choice. Nobody wants to walk the straight and narrow. Let me just go to his words that I
logged in or come in out of concern. Some of you
they're concerned.
what I'm going to say.
You should help them out.
All of you who expect me to address a lie, you can log off.
No, speak the truth. You don't have to lie. Speak the truth. We're going to stay tuned. It's not going away.
I will not use this sacred day and this sacred pulpit.
Why not?
To address a lie when I have a chance to preach.
You have a chance to speak the truth. What are you talking about?
I will stand straight up.
You've been broke down.
Back straight.
Now it's back straight.
Unadulterated, infallible word of God.
Yeah, we want to hear your word. Give us your word that you didn't do it. You never said you didn't do it. Trembling and shaking. Look at his hand. Look at his hand. He dressed up like Santa Claus with the white beard. No. Yeah, we're gonna turn you off for now because you ain't talking about nothing. Yeah. Running from the truth. He had to shake it off. You saw him shake it off. He had to get back into character. In the Gospel of Matthew. There's a lot in the Gospel of Matthew. I may go read it today and see what. I'm going to read all of it too. Hold on. It said Matthew 7:23. And then, wait a minute. It's right here. And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me. Your works was iniquitous and lawlessness. Wow. No wonder he had to go and hire security and pay the police and everybody else. He doesn't have the whole armor of God on. He's not standing there speaking boldly. The fact of the matter is, not only is he suspect, he sounds guilty. And he claims that God forgives for all, but he knows better. He knows better. He's being punished. And because he has sold his soul to the devil and is hanging out with demons like Puff Daddy, no wonder he left the room in the time of exorcism. He is powerless against them. He said he had a government. He dealing with governments, but hey, the government is not after him. It's not the government. He's been, the truth is the rocks is crying out against him. Young and old. Mostly men. Well, I won't hold you, but I just thought I would speak on a pastor. I mean, and then another thing before I go. We're holding you less than 10 minutes here with the 8-minute mark. But think about all of these people that's making excuses for him. They don't want to believe that they've been sucked into the path of do whatever for prosperity. Get rich or die trying, or lie trying. Get rich or lie trying. They tell me, and I worked security before at some of these major events, and one of those Pastor Osteen, the company I was working for, made us watch a video, and he was smoking and doing a whole lot of stuff that was ungodly. When he was on camera, he was doing the work. But he had his own life. And they told us that we couldn't speak on anything that they do. Whatever we saw, we could be sued for going to the media or telling anybody. So that's the type of security that he has. See and don't see. They've been paid. And the sellouts, They lose their soul. They're wrestling. Now they want to talk about it. Except for the one guy who says the billionaire, the actor, says the billionaire, they try to say Tyler Perry, Christian something. Christian Keys, I think they say his name is. Said that he was blackmailing the man, and it kind of sound like it because you kind of hinting and poking at it, and you're not sounding like you want to tell all. You sound like you want to terrorize the person and leave the public in suspense and want to use us. Feeding garbage. It's like feeding a garbage can. They want to give us the trash. But not all. Tell the whole story. Tell the whole truth. I am your brother Timothy. Do for self. I say it's time out. It's no time to be playing and getting caught up in somebody's scandalous bedroom and these after parties and these secret societies. God himself knows it all. They can't lie. They can tell all the stories. They can make all the excuses. Everything happens for a reason. And when they find you not even able to reply, not even able to justify your purpose at these freak-off parties, singing happy birthday. Remember Puff Daddy, he loves the male attention. They try to get the rapper Fabulous. Why won't you party with me, man? Huh? You never did. No, not like we supposed to be partying. You know what I'm talking about. Fabulous said he was at one of the parties. He had to sneak out like he had to use the bathroom and never came back. Jaguar Wright said they leave the house screaming and hollering trying to get out. They come here for help. Come here on the come up. End up running out with shame and disgrace. They fell for the trick. What would it profit a man to gain the wicked world that's going out, lose his dignity, lose his mind? Every one of them, including Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Prince. Prince said he was a slave in this industry. And they said Michael Jackson said, they are trying to kill me. And cried out as much as they could. Martin Lawrence, he wanted to run out in the streets with a gun. David Chappelle, he had to get off to Africa. They said there's levels to this thing. Noriega on the Drink Champions, he got to talk to them. Say people, they have these, Pete Diddy and the C-Rock, they kept accusing him of getting into your system in the way of a drink. They're going to get you a drink and drop pills in there. And then they say make you easy for subliminal suggestions. Then they're able to grab you and say Puffy was all hands-on. He was fighting over these women that he had drugged. They're telling me that Jay-Z has Beyonce drugged up. The bodyguard for Beyonce, you haven't heard much from him. Maybe they gave him a little money. We haven't heard about him. Oh, my people. Fear not. And stop making excuses for wrongdoers. Don't get into bed with them. Sleeping with these great prostitutes. Money is not only a promissory note. There is nothing. You need it in this world to survive. I understand. But before you go out and do despicable things, you have to look over your shoulder the rest of your life. Everybody that sees you have to know that you're still on that path of shame. No, friend. That ain't no good life. You got to stay drunk and high just to get through the day. Oh, Allah. It's Judgment Day. Don't get left behind. Rise up and do for self. 1.